Hello students, through this video I am going to teach you a well-known sonnet of John Milton, and the name of the sonnet is On His Blindness. We know very well that On His Blindness it is regarded the best sonnet of John Milton. In this sonnet, John Milton he expresses his emotions of sorrow on being blind. Okay, students, let us start. So, John Milton says, when I consider how my light is spent, or half my days in this dark world and wide. John Milton is very much sad. He is very much surprised. He is very much shocked. He is not able to understand why he has become blind, though he has hardly passed half of his life. He says that whenever he considers that he has become blind, he becomes very much sad. He has hardly passed half of his days, and this world has become totally full of darkness to him. We know very well that for a blind person, everything appears full of darkness. So this world has become dark for John Milton. He further says, and that one talent which is death to hide, lost with me useless. John Milton says that he has one talent. And what is his talent? His talent is to compose the poems. And as he has become blind, so this talent of composing poems has become useless. And we must understand that if we have some talent and if we don't use that talent will die. Talent needs practice. If you don't do the practice of your talent will disappear, your talent will subside, and one day it will die. So this is the reason that John Milton, he has a fear. He thinks that if he cannot use his talent will also die. And if a person who hides his talent, it is just like the death of talent. He further says that this talent of composing the poems is useless in him. As he has become blind, so now he cannot compose the poems. He cannot use his talent. So that's why John Milton is very much sad. He again says that though my soul more bent to serve therewith my Maker and present my true account, lest he returning child. Milton says that the soul of Milton is very much curious. It is very much eager to serve God who has given this talent to him. His soul wants to serve God, but unfortunately now it is not possible because he has become blind. Soul alone can do nothing. Soul needs body to function, and as he has become blind, So he cannot use his talent, though the soul of John Milton wants to serve to God with that talent which God has bestowed, which God has given to him. He further thinks that if he doesn't use his talent, after his death, when his soul goes to the house of God, God will chide him. For what? Because God has given a talent to John Milton and John Milton has not used that talent. It is the only issue. Because of it, maybe God will chide him after his death. So this is the reason that John Milton has a fear that if he doesn't use his talent, it may be possible that on returning, God will chide him because he has not used his talent. And how he can use his talent? He has become blind. And how a blind man can compose poems? So that's why John Milton is shocked. He is very much sad. He is very much disappointed in his life. John Milton further says, doth God exact day labor, light denied, I fondly ask. John Milton, he asks a question like a foolish person from God, that God has taken his eyesight. How God can expect from Milton for doing any work for which he needs his eyesight, for which he needs light? He asks this question like a foolish person. Then what happens? But patience to prevent that murmur soon replies. But as John Milton, he asks this question, the patience, the consciousness of John Milton gives this answer to John Milton. What is the answer? Please see. God doth not need either man's work or his own gift. Milton gets the answer by his patience, by his inner voice, that God doesn't want to get the work, the service of anyone. God doesn't expect anything in return, whatever God gives to people. Who best bear his mild yoke, they serve him best. Milton thinks, he realizes that those people who accept even the pains and sufferings and troubles given by God, they also serve God. It is often said that God gives us pleasure, God also gives us pain. God gives us happiness, God also gives us pleasure and troubles. God gives us life and he also takes our life. He also gives death. So who is the real devotee of God? The real devotee of God is that who is ready to take both. If you are ready to get pleasure, if you are ready to get pain equally, with the same eagerness with which you are ready to get happiness, then you are really the true devotee of God. So Milton realizes, he thinks that those people who endure, who receive the sufferings and troubles given by God, they are the best servant, they are the best worker of God. In the concluding stanza, John Milton says, his estate is kingly, thousands at his bidding speed, and post over land and ocean without rest. They also serve who only stand and wait. In this concluding stanza of sonnet, the poet, he makes a comparison between the kingdom of God with the kingdom of a king. He says that as a king has many servants, as a king has many soldiers, as a king has many workers, they all remain ready to serve their king, to serve their master. Similarly, God has also many angels. They are posted everywhere. They are posted on land, they are posted in air, they are posted over the water of ocean. They never take rest. They always remain ready to carry the order of God. They always remain ready to do whatever order is given to them by God. But there are some such type of angels who don't get the chance to receive the order of God. They remain standing. They also serve God. As far as John Milton is concerned, he thinks that now his condition is just like those angels who remain standing and who wait for the order of God. He cannot perform the active service for God. So those who remain standing, who go on waiting for the order of God, they are also considered the best servants, the best devotees of God. So John Milton, he thinks that he will have to wait only. He will go on waiting for the order which is to be given by God to him. So in this way, John Milton, he leaves himself, he surrenders himself at the will of God. So students, this is the sonnet, and I hope you must have understood it properly. Thanks.